Okay, we've closed November, we're entering into December, and it's time to look over our shoulders at real estate and say, okay, what can we learn from that just took place? And we make it easy because my name is Taylor, this is Hack & Company at RE/MAX River City, and we turn stats into stories to help you understand that if you're a prospective buyer or seller in the marketplace, this is actually how to look at this information with insight. And if you're looking for other trusted experts, other people that know how to take care of people, you need to check out Volker Stash. Hi, Grandma. Grandma's reaching out to me on Facebook. Good to see you. And Volker Stash from German Handyman Services is here to help anything that you might need. A big job, small job. Maybe you know a loved one that would really like a few things around their house fixed up. This could be a good Christmas gift. Anyway, my name is Taylor. This is Hack & Company at RE/MAX River City, and we're going to be focusing our energy to share the shine that we've developed with some of our local experts. So please reach out to Volker from German Handyman Services. Hope you're doing awesome. Cheers.
What is the hottest stuff on the market in November of 2020? This is Anthony with Hack & Company at RE/MAX River City, and when we're talking about the hot of the hot, right now it seems to be the newest listings on the market. What we're seeing is the stuff that would be newly renovated with great locations and would be considered a family home, so typically the 3 bedrooms above grade. What we're seeing is that stuff is moving rather quickly. The great locations is one of the most important things that people are considering when they're looking at buying a new place. Imagine buying a place that's in a cul-de-sac or backing onto a ravine or a green space or even maybe a school, where they have no neighbors behind them. That stuff is super hot. So if you're a buyer looking at something like this, you got to be ready to act quick. So that means you've got to have all your pre-approvals in place. You've got to have access to the Pro Tools, because if you're using any of the public sites, you're likely going to miss out, as anybody that is set up on the Pro Tools is just going to see the stuff quicker than you would. And then make sure you're working with an expert. And if you're a seller who's got a place that you think is really great, make sure you get a couple of opinions, make sure you talk to a couple of agents and find out what they're going to do to set you apart in a market that, as we trend towards Christmas, when it's typically slower, you've got to find the groove and make sure you hit it running. So if you're looking for some more information about hot properties, don't hesitate to reach out to us. Cheers. So most people want to know what's the coldest part of the market, and I've got that information for you. This is Anthony with Hack & Company at RE/MAX River City, and when we're talking about the coldest parts in the market over November of 2020, what we're seeing is it's still condos, but there's an edge here because there's some stuff that's just still selling. It doesn't matter what you do in certain buildings, it's moving pretty quick. And in other places, things are moving super slow or they're not moving at all. The stuff that's not moving at all is the stuff that can be very scary because you're likely not getting any showings. Maybe you're not even getting any opportunity to see what market feedback would be. And what we're seeing here is, especially in places around the downtown core, like Oliver, Strathcona, Garneau, Westmount, these types of neighborhoods, there's almost like 40 months of inventory with condos right now. So you've got to find ways to stand above the noise. And what we're seeing with buyers right now, if you're a buyer and you're looking for a condo, you've got to get an expert on your side just to make sure that you're not overpaying. With this much inventory, you've got your pick of the litter, and you've got to make sure that you know kind of what's happening nearby, what you could get maybe for the same dollar value that could be more space. And then if you're a seller, you've got to talk about what would be the above market value, at market, or below market. And unfortunately, most people want to get the most amount of money in the shortest amount of time. And if you are priced over market, you're going to miss out. Because although most people are worried about low offers, it's no offers that people with condos should be considered the most scary part of having a condo listing. If you want to know anything else about condos in this super cold market, reach out and let's see if now's the time or if you'd be better positioned to wait to the spring. Cheers.
Wouldn't you agree that none of us needs a reminder what we had to do in spring to protect each other? And that we all can't wait for this year to be over? Well, this stay-at-home order in spring accumulated a whopping amount of inventory that would have taken about 9 months to sell, considering no more listings would be entering the market. Hi, this is Doro with Hack & Company at RE/MAX River City. Who would have thought that just a few months later, we almost entered a balanced market in September with only 3.8 months of inventory? Of course, With the colder season upon us, we saw a slight increase in inventory to 4.2 months over October and November, which gives buyers a slight advantage in the market. Buyers should be alert of who is calling out to them motivated for a sale. Ask us how we can assist you as a seller, to be informed before coming to the market and while you are on the market. This is Doro with HACK&Co at RE/MAX River City. Let us make your next move remarkable. Cheers. How long does it take to sell a home in today's market? Hi, this is Doro Stash with HACK&Co at RE/MAX River City. From day zero to the day a home is sold and no longer available is what we call the days on the market. Interesting enough, with 2020 being a year that upended our lives, the year-over-year trend shows a sharp decrease of 13 to 15 days less on the market for the past 3 months compared to 2019, where all residential sales averaged about 69 days on the market. To put this in perspective, single-family detached homes spent an average of 64 days on the market, while this year at the same time it was only 49. For condos, the average time on the market decreased from 78 days last year to 63 days, and half duplexes and row houses decreased from 64 to 54 days. While we saw a slower pace in November, which is expected through the colder season, compared to October and September 2020, the average days on the market for the past 3 months was 52 days. This is exciting, you guys, because if you're thinking to sell, connect with us to be informed about what it takes to price your home correctly, to join the pool of successful home sellers. Do you have a new home on your mind? We are here to answer your burning questions and guide you through the process to ensure you don't overpay and make an informed decision. This is Doro with HACK&Co at RE/MAX River City. Let us make your next move remarkable. Cheers.
Instead of looking at the average sale price like it's the average price that a home sells for, look at it like it's the buyer's appetite when they're buying a home. I'm Kim Christensen with HACK&Co at RE/MAX River City. The average sale price for all residential property in Edmonton for the month of November was $376,636. Last year at this time, for all residential property in Edmonton, the average sale price was $420,655. So still looking great, still looking strong up from last year. So that's great news. So I'm going to break it down for you a little bit. On condominiums, the average sale price for the month of November was $236,888. For the month of October was $231,608. But last year for condominiums, the average sale price in November was $227,902. For single detached homes in the month of November, the average sale price was $439,103. In October, it was the average sale price was $442,854. But last year, in November, for single detached homes, the average sale price was $426,655. So again, up from last year, still looking good. And then we go to duplexes and townhouses. The average sale price for the month of November was $337,748. The month of October, $336,314. And then last year in November for the the duplexes and townhouses was $322,330. If you're a seller looking at getting your home on the market, now is a great time. There's still buyers looking for property, less inventory, and the days on market are looking great. So if you have a property that you want to get on the market with these sale prices here, average sale prices, you'll do well. If you're a buyer, make sure you connect with your realtor to get on those searches so you're not, you get those properties on day zero, as they still are going fast. And these price points, they are selling, less than days on market. So you want to make sure you get those properties on day zero so you're not missing out on the one. If you have any further questions or you'd like to connect with us, we'd be happy to help. Sales to new listing ratio is a relationship of new listings coming to the market and old listings leaving the market due to successful sales. I'm Kim Christensen with HACK&Co at RE/MAX River City. Breaking this down for you, for the month of November, the sales to new listing ratio for the single detached homes in November was 90%. Last year for single detached homes, sales to new listing ratio was 65%. For duplexes and townhouses, the sale to new listing ratio for the month of November was 89%. Last November for duplexes and townhouses, sales to new listing ratio was 67%. Condominiums for the month of November, sale to new listing ratio was 50%. Last year and November for condominiums, sale to new listing ratio was 53%. So what does this mean for sellers? If you are thinking about bringing your single detached homes or duplexes or townhouses to the market, this is fantastic news for you. 90%, 89% is great. We are seeing properties leaving the market at a fast rate, getting closer to list price if your property is priced at market value. If you own a condominium and you're thinking about bringing it to the market, please connect with your realtor so they can price it accurately and market value. You have a little bit tougher time selling, but if you're priced correctly and you make yours stand out in front of the crowd, you should be okay. What does this mean for buyers? Make sure you connect with your realtor, get on those searches so you get those properties on day zero, as there's less inventory, and you want to if something pops up, you don't want to miss the one. If you have any questions at all, please let us know and we'd be happy to help.
You feel a little bit more informed, because what we're shooting for here is insight in a world that's just accepting information. And maybe you need a little bit more. You might want more information local to you, right in your neighborhood, and you can easily contact us. And you can find us at the very tippy top of rankmyagent.com, because we would be referred to as maybe the most trusted real estate team in the greater Edmonton area when it comes to 5-star reviews. And if you're looking for people that are most trusted, you should definitely take a look at our trusted expert list. You might find some people like Volker Stash on there. That is the owner and operator of German Handyman Services. If you want to know it's done right, if you want to know it's done right by someone who does excellent work, because maybe you have a leaky tap, maybe you have a plug that doesn't work, maybe you need a wall patched, but what if you need all three? Wouldn't it be better if you just saw this van that you see on Volker's Facebook page outside your house right now and you knew that it was all being taken care of? Could you imagine that assurance for maybe somebody that you really care about? Well, this is what we want. We want you to be connected to the people in your community. And that's part of taking care of communities, which is really important to us. So please make sure that you reach out to somebody like Volker and shop local as much as you can. My name is Taylor. This is HACK&Co at RE/MAX River City. I hope you're doing awesome. Cheers.